Yeah, y'all know what it is. Eagles wear boxing. What? Wednesday. That's right. Yep, we back in here again after yesterday when my some people showed up, which I appreciate. You guys wasn't expecting me to be on because Monday I had some things to take care of. But don't worry, Wednesday this little catch up show is not going to be terribly painful, long, whatever you want to call it. Mm. We're gonna just highlight a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about Benavidez today, maybe. Talk about how does he beat Plant. So just gonna give a description of what I feel, and if somebody has something else that they want to add, or if they feel like I'm off base, then let me know that I'm off base. Oh, you off base, Eagle? Then say that, so that way I can go off on. No, I'm just kidding. Mbele fights tomorrow, so Gongora. We're going with. I think we're going with Mbele. I think it's at middleweight. Super, 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 super middleweight. But this the Plant Benavidez thing is starting to get um, just the responses from people is making it seem more interesting, and it has to. They have to oversell it right now because most people are talking about it, but then at the same time, why isn't it? How come it is not as big? They're bigger fighters. How come it's not a bigger draw as the Tank Davis fight? So why is that? Why isn't it that big of a draw? How come? How come the allure for this fight is just not? It's just not there. They're forcing it to be there, but it's just not. It's not as natural. Um, I notice a lot of people are uh, they're on my side when it comes to the way Plant is using his psychology on this fight. I like I like Plant's sarcasm and his witty way of words. I like that. I mean, because look, if you get caught with your tail in the washing machine, then you just get caught. Everybody see it. Everybody can see it. Your tail's all twisted and wet and soapy. I mean, who can't tell you who will not be able to say that your tail got caught in the washing machine? Everybody knows. And so here it is, Benavidez, you got caught with your tail in the washer, and everybody saw it, and there's no escape, and there's no way out of it. So what do? You have to show and prove the person that you are in the ring. That's all you can do. is you have to show and prove the person that you are in the ring. Because without that, there's nothing. All you leave is doubt. It's not. It is. It's basically for this fight. It's very this intriguing. So this fight. It is a must-win fight for either fighter, even though only one of them has a loss. It's a must-win for. And the bragging rights are way more heavier for Plant if he wins, because then you just got rid of a monster. And a monster cannot afford to be defeated, even though I defeat monsters all the time. Monsters are easy to defeat. I'll tell you how you defeat a monster. The way you defeat a monster is you become a bigger monster than the monster. That's how you defeat monsters. Easy. Easy to beat a monster. Because monsters are one way. They're not 1,000 different ways. If it's a monster, it's one way. You know what I mean? If it's multiple monsters, then there's multiple ways. But if there's a monster, whatever that monster do, then I have to do that even bigger than he does. Or say if a monster was a fire monster, he's made out of fire. He's just throwing fireballs. So okay, so you throwing fireballs. So either I throw bigger fireballs at you to consume you, a different kind of fire, or I just douse your ass out with some water. That's it. It's like Ali was talked about the Joe Frazier, you know. Talking about Frazier's gonna come out smoking and he's gonna come out poking. He said he's gonna be pouring water on the smoking. And that make a lot of sense. People don't understand that little rap, that little rhyme, but that's what you do. In other words, Ali was telling you that for whatever you do, I'm gonna do something that's gonna null and void what you do. He just didn't come out and say. Now he didn't use the technical terms when it came to boxing, because we know he was more of an offensive fighter. He was a defensive specialist at just moving his head and his body, but not necessarily he didn't rely on covering up, knocking punches down. He could, he just did it, but he liked to be honest, I feel that he liked to surprise the crowd and please the crowd also, because he was appreciative that people would pay the money to come see him. That's, in my estimation, that's what it seemed like he would do. He was a crowd pleaser, where a lot of these fighters aren't crowd pleasers. So we go and we look at Plant and look at David Benavidez. And the thing with David Benavidez, what I know is that just on all front foot, period. It's that him planting his foot is going to be damn near next to impossible. So, whenever you get a chance to square up, you're going to have to make sure that everything's clean and precise. You got to make sure that you are covering the base to where you get your hands back up, because if you don't get your hands back up, you will be clipped. And I'm not saying you'll go down, but chances are, if you keep getting clipped, that you can go down. So when any opportunities you get to square up, make sure that when you start throwing punches, that they're precise punches. Because if you try that shoe shine shit on Plant, you're going to get clipped. Because that's what they banking on. They banking on to step, probably, since I'm covering your side, I'm not going to tell you. But anyway, I'm covering your side right now. I'm telling you what you got to do. So your movement, you have to be precise. So when you in there, you're going to have to be and make sure when you roll and you get them hands back up, yeah, you know what I mean? Get them back. When you get in there, make sure that you get them back. Get them hands back home. You know what I mean? And also, you might have to drop it down there once, drop it down, turn it. Turn as also. Turn, Get those hands back, turn, so that way, make sure the elbows is in nice and tight. So once you land a punch, you bringing it back. Make sure you keep these nice and tight. Now, you can block up in here, so that will protect from them any kind of uppercuts. You got to get them close. You know what I mean? You could drop them, turn them a little bit, so just keep them. So the uppercut comes here. Hook, block the hook, body, block the body hook, block the hook up top. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna have to be. I can see that you're gonna have to be tighter than usual. I'm not saying don't come out tight, because it was a great point made the other day when we was talking, and somebody was saying that that Anthony Joshua came in all tight and swelled up and lifted up when he fought the little marshmallow puff, the steak puff guy, Snickers man. That's not going to work if that's what you're doing. I would hope that you didn't get on too much heavy weight, because all that's going to do is just make the muscles heavier, and you might feel like you got a little bit more strength, but most of your strength is going to come out. That added muscle, once it slows you down, you're just right back where you're at, except for now you're slower. So you didn't really get an advantage. You got an advantage, like if for weightlifting you got an advantage, but for speed you didn't, and power you probably didn't. If anything, you might have lost a little bit. You might have lost 1 or 2% of your power. So we have to take that into consideration. And we have a few days to, assess what is going to happen. But I would say that outside, I think you're the taller fighter, make sure you try to establish a good jab. Like all this falling in shit you do, like when you falling in, don't try to stay away from that, because that's going to get you countered when you try to do that little fall in type of jab, and you're standing tall. I don't mind you standing tall, but sometimes you stand too tall. You stand a little bit too tall sometimes, because you are known as a monster. And if somebody wants, like I said, if you want to beat the monster, then what does the monster do? So at the same time I'm giving you keys, I'm giving Plant keys at the same time. Whether you listen or they hear or anybody understands what I'm saying, is neither here nor there, so it don't matter. So for me, it's just information that I'm putting out on my little forum, and hopefully somebody gets wind of it. If not, that's cool. But I like to, still, put it out there. Stop it. Stop it all the time. All the time. Yeah, my phones like to bug me all the time. I know I missed some messages and stuff, probably missed phone calls. I said I missed a phone call. I don't really know if I know anybody. The last person I knew in Beverly Hills, they don't have my number here. But Beverly Hills, huh? Huh? Maybe that's important. Maybe that's something that I need to hear. Yeah. So we'll see how that go. There my brother is. Y'all, Sir Hussein. He says, "Look the eagle." Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, with Benavidez, you're gonna have to, like, it's okay that you fight tall, but some of your straightness is that's gonna cost you in one. It's gonna cost you in the fight. Maybe not this fight, but if you fight somebody who's a body puncher, it's gonna really cost you. You know, when you stand up straight like that. I see my brother out there. Salute Jay Brown. Yeah. So if you standing up tight, if you standing up tall like that, it's gonna cost you. Maybe not in the plant fight, but it's gonna cost you. But like I said before, all this stuff is actually getting very, very interesting as far as this fight is concerned. It's getting very interesting. A lot of athletes from like different walks, they're like me when it comes to the trash talk. Is they actually like Plant's trash talk better than Benavidez, because Benavidez, he's making it more personal. You know, like he's taking it like he's really hurt. Like, how dare you? You know, you've been out before, and you know, and Plant was never out though. Sorry, a TKO is not a knockout. I mean, that's up to the ref discretion. I'm sorry, he wasn't counted out. He wasn't asleep. So stop it. If you're gonna bank on that, oh no, I know I'm gonna clip him, and you're going in with the same kind of Darrell energy. But back to what I said earlier. Uh, y'all sir, salute at, okay, Jay Brown, salute at y'all sir, right back, salute fam at Jay Brown. So inside, keep it clean, keep it tight, because if you drop down and think you're gonna shoe shine out on Plant, it may be a short night for you. Just saying. So make sure everything's nice and precise, because if it's not nice and precise, you're gonna have some problems. A Plant can box. Don't get it twisted like he can't fight. I mean, you making it seem like you just gonna go in and dominate, and that's it. It's just like that MMA fighter. I forget y'all sir know his name. Who was that, y'all sir? That MMA fighter was talking about how he was going to dominate the guy. So he's not going to be able to do nothing. He's going to do exactly anything that I want him to do. He's told he can't do nothing. He said, I'm going to totally dominate him, and he was the quickest UFC knockout in history. He got knocked out faster than anybody else in UFC history. So coming out and just start swinging and going crazy, I'm getting this white boy out of here. Okay, just keep that energy. White guys believe in Rocky too. Yep. Jay Brown said Plant has to step to the bully and get respect from opening round. If not, Plant will get rolled over late. I can see that. That's what I was just saying. I said, when you got a bully, or you got somebody that they call a monster, you got to be a bigger monster. Or you got to be just the opposite of a monster. See, people don't understand that opposites, the whole thing about opposites attracting, that's just some shit that they say. Think about it. Opposites attract. Think about that. So sometimes opposites join. It doesn't mean that they attract, but sometimes opposite, what does the opposite mean? If I'm the opposite of you, Jay Brown, do we attract? If I'm the opposite of you, do we attract? See, I try to break stuff down for people. So if I ask questions, and they get it better than if I just try to explain sometimes. But if we're opposites, do we attract? So they tell us a whole lot of bullshit. They tell us a whole lot of stuff, and we start just rattling off at the mouth. We just start saying certain stuff. Oh, you opposites attract. Well, in cases they can. Like minds attract, right? If you're like-minded, don't you kind of attract each other? I'm attracted to people with like minds. Like ideas. Okay, I'm attracted to that. I like that. People just talk shit all day. Man, I'm not with that. So the thing is, when you realize this, that even when we, like I said, when we speak in this language called English, it's a lish, it's a ish. It's not even the real language of England man, the real England man, the Ingles, the people of Ingles. It's not their original language. It's ish. Ish. It's an ish language. You know, it's not an ick language. Most of the ick languages are languages, but they still stem from mother and father language. If they're ick language, Arabic, Slavic, it's not an ish language. But I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get all into that. You guys are all already getting blown over as it is. Like, damn, you go ego again. Damn it, ego. Stop it. I'm tired of learning. Yeah, y'all, Sir Hussein said after Plant gets his mid-fight evaluation from Benavides, he's going to get KO'd in the 10th. Yeah, oh, put that money on it. But Jake Brown said nope, and that's the fact. Is that when it comes to being like, you're going to attract. See, they always tell you that bullshit. They always give you the negative and positive and stuff. But there's no negative and positive. You get positive and negative. There's no negative and positive. Because if it was negative and positive, wouldn't they attract each other? Stop it. Stop with the shit. Even if you look at a circuit, when it comes to electronics, if you look at a circuit, they put the plus for the positive. That's just something that they made up. So so all their formulas fit. They got to have the positive and all that. Of course, certain things work a certain way. But don't you know you could put things into a circuit to make it to where the positive is the negative and the negative is the positive? Then what? Now what? Now what's going on? That's a complex circuit, right? Because you got parallel in there, you got series in there. And then what about AC? Alternating current. Okay, now you got currents just. Now it's going. So which way is the positive if it's going both ways? But it's just the way that they teach us and they get us to get these understanding. I'm not trying to digress from what we're saying, but all this positive energy, because Jay Brown just brought up the bully thing. So it's just a bully. So you just got to be bigger as a bully. It's like I said earlier. This is like Muhammad Ali was telling Joe Frazier. He says he's gonna be putting water. He said he'll be picking and a poking, and he's gonna be pouring water on the smoking. That makes sense. So if somebody comes to you on fire, you gotta throw water on them. You gotta put their ass out. I had to put that out, man. You was on fire. I had to put you out. So Plant we'll talk about his job probably next time. But Benavides, your job is to just be the monster that you are, because you have more to lose, to be honest. You do. So you should really feel a lot of pressure. It is you guys' first big event, so you should feel a lot of pressure, to be honest. You should feel a lot of pressure. Because then what do we do with a monster if everybody's called you the Mexican monster, and then now all of a sudden you lost, so now you're not. Are you a baby monster then? You're not as big of a monster as you was. Plant is just some white guy. Doesn't fit the whole narrative of boxing anymore, because they all go out. They're all corporate now. They all make money other ways. Except for other countries, they still have the poor that fight. But here we just don't have like a whole lot of white guys that fight. UFC, they have more, but now they got the underprivileged are in that now. So anytime they start some shit, when they think, it gets taken over, or they take over stuff, like hockey and stuff like that. Yeah. But y'all, sir, is banking on he's banking on that knockout. Okay, so y'all, sir, said I'll put a cheeky 10. He said tenner on the 10th. You gonna put the 10 on? You gonna put the tenner on the 10th? Okay, there we go. Well, I'll take the 10th because I'm going a little bit deeper. I'm going like 11th. I could see maybe getting hurt around now 9 or 10, but he's pretty crafty. I don't know. Benavides, you know what? I'll tell you something. There's things that we're not talking about Plant right now. And we can talk about Plant, but we're talking about Benavides. I'm going to tell you some things. is that Plant, even though he's probably not this kind of person, he could play possum. He could play hurt and mess around and clip David Benavidez. Yeah, he could mess around and clip him. Now, I'm not hoping that you guys are right when it comes to, the Benavidez fight. I don't care if any of us is right. I want to see a surprise. Like, I want to see Plant win. I don't, but I do. Because I think David Benavidez needs to be a little bit more humble. I don't like people to just brag and stuff. You just fighting, man. You're a fighter. That's all you do. You fight. Just go out there, entertain us, fight. Give us a good fight. That's all we ask for. So don't run your mouth too much. This is not a race war. You know what I mean? It's not. This fight is not going to, uplift your people any more than they've been uplifted already. It's not going to uplift anybody. You guys get too excited about this, start rioting and stuff, start, swing, got the flags going and all that. Man, I done seen the Mexican flag so many times have to be withdrawn. It don't make sense. You guys have to withdraw your flag. You more than men have to pull out. I'm just saying, man, you stop it. All this pride of flags. Where'd your flag come from? Let's start there. Do you know who the originator of your flag was in the first place? Maybe you should check that out. And your face would probably twist up if you find out who actually, where your original flag was designed from, and your face is probably gonna twist up. So stop it. And I'm not being a hater on people. That's their pride. That's their country. Oh, it never was your country. This earth is under one flag. The whole earth is under one flag. It's the earthly flag. It's the flag of creation, whether you like it or not. That's the only flag, is the flag of creation. The flag that honors the one that did the creating. That's it. Oh, Shakwa. So hey, chill out, ma. So it don't matter. Whatever, it doesn't matter what we say and it doesn't matter what we speak and none of that. None of that shit matters. We're in this for the entertainment value. Floyd Mayweather left us he told us what the boxing was when he left. He told us this shit is entertainment. He called it sports and entertainment. So he let us know, and people still don't get it, that this shit is just sports, it's just entertainment. That's all it is. Every once in a while, you got some real fighters out there and people that fight. It's sports and entertainment. It's for somebody to get their bag. It's for somebody to get their money. It ain't for you to get your damn money. I mean, you can get a little bit on the outside betting, which I had a great money dream. It's like, wow. I mean, if that was to come to, are you kidding me? If my dream was to come true, anybody that mess with Eagle will be happy. For sure. And I don't even know y'all like that, but y'all definitely be happy. If, because we don't know if dreams come true. But y'all sort of said at Jay Brown, 100%. He said the Mexican Monster is going to do his thing on Saturday. Yeah, we're going to see. That's another element that's not being brought up. He said Andre Dirrell made that mistake of thinking Plant can't punch. Just saying, Dave was saying the same dumbass shit. And that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, you go in there, you being a monster. See, you going in there with the wrong energy in the first place. First of all, you going in as a monster. A lot of people want to see you get whooped as a monster. Ali used to call a lot of his foes, he used to call the fight, he used to call them monsters. He said, I'm going there with a big old monster. And see, Ali smart, know how to beat a monster. There's ways to beat a monster. See, what we're not understanding is I don't know what Plant's preparation is. Plant may come in and he might come in offensive, he might come in offensive, but his defense might be impeccable. Like, damn, like David can't land nothing on this dude, man. If he comes in like that and just frustrating them and just have David thrown wild, because I'm gonna tell you something. One thing I didn't do is I didn't go all crazy about Boost Ennis. Like, everybody just went crazy, oh, Boost this, Boost that. And guess what happened on that last fight? It looked sad. It's like Boots, even his camp didn't even know what to say. Oh, yeah, he was running. Man, come on. That was foot movement. Just because you couldn't clip him, couldn't catch him, you was throwing, you almost threw yourself out the ring trying to get this cat. And see, that's what I'm kind of leery a little bit about that. And I want to be in you guys' boat too. I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a lot of lime on Monday. I'm gonna have to have a lot of lime and salt because if I gotta eat that crow, just like the rest of y'all, I don't like eating all this crow. Yeah. Yep. And then y'all sir said that Jay Brown, he said overconfidence and underestimate your opponent is never a good thing. I hope David is just talking his shit. That's what everybody has to hope. I hope you just talking shit. I hope you coming in there to like fight. Don't go in there just thinking that you going in there and you just steamrolling this guy. Because even Tank Davis, which I think that's not really it's not the closest match as what people think it is. I don't think it's a competitive fight. But even him, he's looking at it like, oh yeah, this guy's gonna come to fight. That's the way you got to look at it. If I fight somebody who's 4'11", I'm thinking, hey, he's coming to fight. I put myself as the underdog. Like this little 4'7" guy that weighs 95 pounds, he's gonna whoop me. I mean, I'm not trying to fight somebody that little, but I'm just saying. But that's what I'm looking at. Oh yeah, he probably can whoop me. I better be careful. I better do this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe do, maybe do. He didn't call himself that. Tyson called him that, and everyone rode with it. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that he's calling himself the Mexican monster, but when somebody started, see, that's the problem. When people start labeling you, and you start living up to that, you feel like you're living up to that, then guess what happens? Now you gotta live up to being the monster. Oh, yeah, I am the Mexican. Getting that way, he's sitting in the mirror like, I am the Mexican monster. I'm the Mexican monster. He's in the mirror like, yeah, I am the Mexican monster. He throwing his arms up like, I'm the Mexican monster. I am the Mexican monster. He like, I'm the Mexican monster. He walking around the house like that. Stop it. So when people get you all, hyped up like that, that's what happened. People hype you up. They called Ali all kinds of stuff. Louisville Lip. They used to call him all kinds of stuff. That wasn't him. To us, he was just the greatest. He was Ali. He was that one word. He wasn't even Muhammad Ali. He was Ali. 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 So if somebody even said Ali, Ali, Ali like that, you wouldn't think of nobody but Muhammad Ali. Yeah. So I'm trying to cover David Benavidez though, but so all good points because that's what we're doing. We're trying to cover you. We're trying to hope that you come in, and the way that you got to come in, like, yeah, you got to be the monster, but be an intelligent monster. Don't be a dumbass because monsters are dumb. Don't be a dumbass monster because if you're a dumbass monster against Plant like Darrell was, you're gonna end up getting your ass knocked out. And I heard some sparring partners say that Plant ain't no feather puncher, that he can crack. And he's bigger now, so I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if a monster goes to sleep. Then I'm just gonna break out my plate of crow. Here, let me let y'all look at it. This is what you get, Jay Brown, right here. So just take a look. This is the menu, just in case we all have to. So there goes the menu, just in case we all have to. Of course, I got the model up there on the left. Y'all see him? He turned around like he's turning around to let y'all know, that's what y'all get. Yeah, can I have my crow, please? Yeah, that's it. So we might be all on that. Yeah. Y'all sir said that Abus was lacking in cutting the ring off the part. He was cutting the ring off the department. The only thing that he could say was that Karen dude running all night. No. What I said is his corner even said that. His corner. See, when you don't have a plan, or when your plan don't work, then you have to make up. You have to make up all kinds of shit. You got to make up all kinds of. You got to make up all kinds of other excuses. So you gonna have to say that somebody ran. He didn't run. Foot movement is the new running. He wasn't running all over the ring. He had your ass swinging wild. You almost took yourself. If the ring ropes wasn't there, you would have ended up in the audience and shit. you would have fell face front like bald bull or something, and might have got injured or something. Throwing wild punches. Stop it. Y'all can play some people, but some people got sense. Y'all circle laughing. Yeah. Jay Brown said I wanted to pick Plant so bad because he is the more skilled fighter. If I could trust Plant's gas tank, I would have picked him straight up. Yeah, that's true too though. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at his. So that's why I'm saying 11th round that David may catch him in 11th. But then again, you never. If David get hurt earlier or something, like say for instance, David get hurt like in the 6th and 7th round, if he just get clipped a couple times, I don't know. We might be looking at something else. It's like, damn, I don't know if he ever gonna catch him now. So there's a lot of things that have to happen. Is David Benavidez cannot be getting hurt during the fight, and him himself, he can't get gassed, and he has to fight a great fight. He has to be damn near perfect. But that's a good point though, Jay Brown. Makes sense. A lot of things about those gas tanks, like Tony Harrison, he would have had a better gas tank if he would have been up on his feet moving. But I had noticed, and I said it in a couple of chats that I visited that same night where I was watching the fight, is that I noticed that the ring was slippery. The ring was all wet, plus it was slippery. So another thing comes into play with you, the fighters and whoever's watching these fighters, whoever's taking care of these fighters have to know that you bring different shoes. You know, bring shoes with different bottoms in them. You guys put the shoes on, get in the ring, and see which one is if he needs to move, and then get the shoes with the right bottom so he can move good. If he wants to be planted, you know, if he don't want to slip or something, to get the ones that's going to stick to that canvas, because a lot of canvases nowadays have a lot of advertisement on them. They're real slippery. So I'll just put it that way. Yeah. Yeah, sir said no shame in the game. If I make a bad pick, I stand on it. Give me my crow. That's it. Hey, y'all, so we didn't have enough crow in here. It's like our taste buds we ready for it. It ain't no big deal to us. Jay Brown said Eagles Web. I said the same thing. Wouldn't shock me if Plant flatline a monster. Yep. That's true. I'm just saying. Because monsters, sometimes monsters ain't that smart. And I'm not saying, even though he didn't come up with the name, I'm just saying, sometimes a monster could come in there and do some stupid shit. You go in there doing something dumb, you're gonna end up on your ass. I say, like I said, inside his fight, wherever he's at, like his outside, his jab, everything got to be clean. I'm just saying, you got to be clean. Even if you think this guy can't take a shot, you got to be clean. Because once you start getting your chin up and you start coming out all wide and shit, you're going to look just like Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero wasn't paying attention, and Tank kept it tight, you know, when he needed to. So Tank is real slick. Tank will show you looseness in his game and shit, and then you I can get, and then you start thinking you can do some shit. You're like, oh yeah, I clipped him a couple times, and you start thinking that shit. But what? It's a setup. I'm not saying Plant is Tank, but just be careful. I'm just saying, be careful. Don't mess around and get yourself clipped in front of everybody. Because if you get clipped in front of me, I'm clowning. I'm sorry, I'm clowning like, oh, you done got clipped. But that's what we do in here anyway, so it don't matter because we got to eat crow. You know what? That's the whole thing, Jay Brown. If my crew, if my people and me got to eat crow, then sometimes these fighters got to eat crow too. These fighters got to eat crow too. We ain't going to be the only ones eating crow all the time. Shit, y'all the one that's on the other side of the game. We on this side of the game. We on the side of the game where all we do is we just talk about y'all. We just talkers. That's what we do. We try to analyze and figure out, you know, what you're gonna do. You know, keep a nice straight jab and keep that rate, keep that sight, keep them crosshairs on Plant's ass. No matter where he going. No, you don't. Keep that shit on him. No, you over there? You over there, yeah, sir? Where you at? Oh, you over there? Is that where you at? Huh? You ain't gonna get no offense going. You ain't throwing no hook. You ain't throwing no hook, Jay Brown. Jay Brown, you ain't throwing no hook at me. I'm pinpoint. No, you don't. Two of them. No, you don't. You ain't getting no hook off. uh, yeah. Yeah. So, say what you think about. So Colbert. Uh, remember, if you remember what I said the last time when I talked about Colbert, is I gave him the benefit of the doubt on the replacement, because it was a replacement, and also he just looked like he wasn't as even coming in as he just didn't look. Something was wrong when he came in. It was something wrong with him. So I'm gonna give him a pass. Uh, I'm not great at giving passes because it's like it is what it is what it is. If you get your ass whooped, then you just get your ass whooped. But we're gonna see what he does. That's all we can do is we can sit back and wait and see. And hopefully, hopefully that he makes it. And then he gets this dub. That's all I can say. He cannot afford to not get the win. Yeah, he can't afford not to get the win. Yeah, he can't afford to. He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to. Well, see, if in the case that he doesn't win, then I have to talk bad about him. Because it's not like it's not like he's not fighting somebody who can punch. You know what I mean? When you got somebody with damn near 70% knockout rating, you're in a little bit of a predicament. Considering that your shit is less than 50%. So actually less than 40%, to be honest. Yeah, you said you reckon he was drugged up. No, he didn't. He didn't look right. Eagle, man. I'm a little bit different than most people that watch. Most people just they want to find. Let me tell you what people do. People want to see how dope the interest is. Oh, I like that song. Oh yeah, it was my boy. That was Lil Wayne or whoever it was. Oh, that little Jeezy or whoever. Oh yeah, it's my boy. You know. The music. That's what people think about. People think about the money. Oh yeah, the music. Yeah, you see how he came in. You see this. People worry about stuff like that, and then the introductions and all that. People worry about that shit, the record and all that. But see, me, I look at everything. I look at the ring. I look at the ropes. You know what I mean? I look at the fighter. I look at his face, his concentration. I look at his eyes real close. I don't care about what he's wearing. I want to see what kind of intensity he got. Does he look? He look like he's ready? He's nervous or whatever. What does he look? He's comfortable. I don't care about him dancing outside the ring. What do you look like now that you're in the ring? Now you about to shit yourself? What? What's going on? What do you really feel? Because boxing is a nerve-wracking type of sport. Even though people they'll say that they're not nervous. You're nervous. You can't help but be nervous. Some people just have more adrenaline running through their body. They're a little bit more nervous, but they're not nervous like that. It's just that, hey, I'm about to get in this scrap. Well, it's not like a gangster getting. It's not. You don't get that kind of nervous. You get nervous like I'm gonna go out there. You get nervous, then you get hyped up. There, I'm gonna go out there and do my thing. You go from nervous to thinking I'm gonna go out there and do my thing. It's not like you about to have a shootout with somebody. It's different. I don't know if you're gonna be confident about that. You're gonna be a little bit confident, but you're gonna be more nervous than anything. Like shit. I hope his gun jam or something. Get out there and get your ass popped. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, but I ain't saying nothing about the water. I was looking in his eyes that time. Jake Brown said I don't. He said I don't. Colbert wasn't listening to his corner. They warned him. Oh, they warned him up in round 5, up to 7 when he got dropped. To say from the ropes, to keep the fight in the center of the ring, work off the jab. Yeah, I understand that, Jay Brown, but what I'm saying, he just didn't. For me, I didn't see Colbert went step into the ring though. I didn't. So that's part of it. So when you say he's not listening, so that was already part of it. Because if he's not himself, he's not gonna listen either. I just didn't feel he was himself, so I gave him an excuse, man. I just gave him an excuse. Yeah, said El Rayo is a bigger puncher than Hector Garcia. Yeah, I mean, like I said, almost 70%. Um, but I mean, I'm looking forward to Colbert being, I'm looking forward to him being Colbert again. You know what the thing about it is? I gotta stick with certain people because I mess with him. So I kind of messed with him for a while, and then I just kind of just let him. I let him like float away a little bit. A lot of times when I start messing with a fight, that's why I don't really follow nobody real heavy because because at one point they're gonna piss me off. At one point they're gonna piss me off. I already know. If I start following you, I know you're gonna do some shit, and it's not because you piss me off per se, but it's because you did some shit, and then somebody else throws it at ego like, oh, what about Wilder twerking and all that? I'm like, man, stop, man, stop taking away from my people all the time, man. Wilder, I like Wilder, man. Wilder is he. That's he. If you want to talk about the American story, the American dream, Wilder is the American dream. Facts. No matter what nobody want to say about it. The small town guy. You know what I mean? Don't have the skill set. But he was able to defend his title with like 8, 9 times. You see what I mean? And not have that skill set. How many guys that were coming up like that didn't have the skill set and made it to be in chess? A real Rocky story. But he's able to defend it. Shit, Rocky got the title and lost that shit soon as he got it. His second shot, he won it, and then he had to fight. He fought Club, and Club put them things on him. That was it. Then he got it back again, though, but we're waiting for Wilder, to go back and get it back. My only concern with Wilder is that I would like to see Wilder with a more established front footwork, like when he comes in with the jab, because we know he's a basketball player. He has moves, man. You got to have moves in order to be a basketball player. You got to have he has moves and stuff, so that's all we need to see. Is we need to see that good front. Like when I say front foot, I mean established like a good jab. No, you don't. And just keep comfortable on the front. Just keep comfortable on the front. Stay comfortable up there. You like them jabs? Take these then. No, you don't. I need to see that hand come up. I need to see more punches slap down. I need to see more. I need to see more turning. I need to even see an elbow come up every once in a while. I need to see a slip. I need to see you duck underneath the shoulder every once in a while. I need to see a lot of different stuff. But that's all basic stuff. That's all stuff that you get anyway. If you're properly trained, you're getting all that stuff. Even when I train these girls, I train them the same way. I train the girls the same way. I said, look, you gotta, sometimes you gotta knock that shit down. Knock that shit down. I said, whatever comes to that mind when you're in the heat of the moment, that's what you gotta do. It don't matter what the ref say. I don't care if it's legal or illegal. It don't matter. You're in there for survival. I don't care. You get blocked with your elbows. It don't matter. Knock that shit down with your fist, open hand. It don't matter. You in a you compromised yourself because you made a mistake, and now the only way for you to get out of that mistake is you might have to throw an elbow. I'm not talking about throw an elbow to somebody's face, but you might have to block with an elbow or something like that. You may have to grab. You may have to hold. I'm not teaching you holding, but you in the spur of the moment you might have to hold or something like that. You might. I'm not saying don't do no stupid shit like Victor Ortiz did and start and throw headbutts and shit like that, jumping all into somebody with headbutts, and then try to blame that you was getting elbowed. You wasn't getting elbowed. You was running into shit because you're not intelligent enough to stay on the outside. You charging in. Of course, Floyd Mayweather sometime will go back and you might catch one. He wasn't just trying to elbow you. Rolly Romero hit Tank with an elbow and left him an abrasion on his eye. He threw an elbow, blatant. I saw it. A lot of people never even talk about that. Shit, Madonna throws an elbow. A lot of fighters, Chavez threw elbows. A lot of these fighters was, especially when Chavez started getting beat up by Whitaker. He started trying to throw elbows and everything else because Whitaker was beating him up because he had never been in there with nobody like Whitaker. It's like, sometimes these fighters who you think is all that, when they fight certain fighters, they can't do nothing. Like, damn, I can't, for some reason, I can't get them. They're not, like I said, there's no such thing as, and that's why I always talk about there's no such thing as a pound for pound, because Sugar Ray Robinson is no longer with us. He is the only pound for pound and will always, for me, always be the only pound for pound. He's the only pound for pound because he tried to be pound for pound. He wasn't shying away from light heavyweights or heavyweights. He was about that action. Name another welterweight right now that would even fight a heavyweight. Name a welterweight that would fight like a good heavyweight, not like a punk ass heavyweight, but that would fight a good heavyweight. Nobody. He's only pound for pound. He was like 40 fights in before he lost, and then went like 70, damn near 80 fights in a row. Please. How many knockouts? Like 70 something damn near 80 knockouts, over 100 and something fights. Get out of here. Stop it. How you gonna compare somebody with that? Because when you talk about putting in the work, and you talking about easy work, like some people would say easy work and all that shit, well, you didn't put in that much. If you would have put in, like, just take Floyd Mayweather for instance. People want to put him as the greatest boxer of all time. Okay, if you were the greatest boxer of all time, then you had to put in the work of one of the greatest boxers of all times, and you would have had to have like 150 fights, 200 fights. If you're the only fighter that could crown himself as the greatest fighter is a fighter who's won multiple championships, beat everybody that, if they beat them, they came back and won, have 200 fights. If you want to take that over, if you want to take pound for pound over, you want me to change my decision about pound for pound, you want to take that from Sugar Ray Robinson, then you're going to have about 200 fights. And you're going to have to win at least 190 of those fights. And you're going to have at least 90 knockouts. And that's not going to happen. So, only pound for pound is only one. That's my brother finally got up in here. Sir Flame all extra late. He ain't going to talk to y'all, Jay Brown. Y'all, sir, Sir Flame don't talk that much. He got a new job, even though his, he talks, he got his new job, so he got to be cool. He come in to say Eagles Web. He said salute to Eagles Web like always. He said salute to the chat. He said, and as always, he said jab that like button all y'all neck. He said don't get neck in Eagles Web boxing. Got to fire up good with the 100. Of course, he always got to have that thing up there like that glove. Don't forget about them things, baby. Cause that's what we about. Yeah. Yeah, Sir Flame said he is a Hall of Famer, but definitely not the greatest of all time. No. Sugar Ray Robinson is the pound for pound. Even Ali would say the same thing. He say Sugar Ray Robinson. There's no need of sitting there arguing. I might be the greatest, but I'm second to him. He's still pound for pound. It don't matter if you're the greatest, but he's still pound for pound. You got to come up with a whole different. See, the thing with Floyd is he doesn't have the verbiage. He never had the verbiage to come up. I mean, he was always saying stupid shit. Flamboyant Floyd, pretty boy Floyd. Yeah, I mean, he couldn't come up with shit. Then it was money. Then at the end of your career, you turned yourself into money. So you screwed yourself out of having a good title, by using all these bullshit titles. Ali would say, "I am the greatest." But he labeled himself. But you should have labeled yourself with a title, and we would have gave it to you. But you labeled yourself with money. Your dumb ass labeled yourself with. I'm not really calling you dumb, but this is a dumb ass move. You labeled yourself with money. You should have labeled yourself with something else. If you would have labeled yourself with a great title, we would have called you. But then you start trying to say TBE, the best ever. Nah, he ain't the best ever. Because the best ever doesn't fall into boxing. Now, if you would have said the best ever in boxing, I don't know, we might have accepted it, but you would have had to limit what you said. You could have probably said the best of my era. You might have got more agreements. But you get zero agreements with me if you say the best ever and the greatest. You don't even get considered. The best in my era. That's what you could have said. I was the best in my era. That's all you could say, because that's what most of the fighters say, that people aren't going to use the same language with them. They're not going to call them the greatest. They would say I was one of. They would humble themselves and say that I was one of the best in my time. That's what they would say. But no, you try to put yourself too high up. You're doing too much. Yeah, yeah. Sir Flame said salute at y'all. Sir Hussein said. Sir Flame said salute at Jay Brown. And Sir Flame said Robinson had more knockouts than Floyd had fights. Yeah, that's facts. Y'all Sir Hussein said salute at Sir Flame. Exactly. He had more knockouts than you even had fights. So stop it. I mean, he was undefeated. I mean, he went on a winning streak that you couldn't hit. Especially, with all these other fighters being dumped at you, and the way that your fight career was spaced out, you would have got you would have lost. You would have lost eventually, just because of the way. Because if just think about, if in your career, that means you would have had to have like about 130 more fights, maybe 130 more fights, crammed into your career. Ain't no way you was gonna win. There wasn't 130 fighters available, but you would have had to repeat with about five. Not five of them, but you would have had to repeat. You would have had some of them, your repeats. You would have had to fight some fighters like 4 or 5 times. Like you would have had to fight Cotto like 3 or 4 times. You would have had to fight Oscar like 3 or 4 times. You would have had to fight Mosley 3 or 4 times. I'm not saying you wouldn't have got through all of them, but some of them, I don't think you would have been able to make it through every last one. Especially like when it came to weight categories, Like Zab Judah, you would have had to fight him 3 or 4 times. Like most of them fighters, a lot of fighters that people thought was close, you would have had to fight him a lot of times. I just don't see it. I just don't see it, brother. It could possibly have been there. But let's get back to the Benavidez. So Benavidez, keep it clean. I think be more precise. Don't try to come out and just be a monster. Don't try to come out thinking that you're going to knock this guy out, Because, like I said, your ass can end up flatlined yourself. When you come out all crazy, yeah, I'm going to come out, just come out this bombing and shit, and you're going to wear yourself out. Because believe me, they're already prepared for that because the way you talking. Oh, there you go, Jay Brown. Jay Brown finally said something to you, Sir Flame. Jay Brown says, Sir Flame. He says salute. He got the flame up good. Okay, there he is. I thought Jay Brown disappeared on me. No, Jay Brown up in there. He been messing with Ego a little bit lately. Yeah, so it's just I'm not really nervous about this fight as much, and that's probably not good. It's probably not good that I'm not nervous a little bit about Benavidez. It's probably not good. Because I should be at least a little bit nervous. Like, oh yeah, he gonna get him like late or whatever. It's like, well, I think I'm being more real. The reason I'm not nervous about it, I think I'm being because my mind is being more realistic towards the fight itself. I'm thinking that what, just be careful. Not like that, but just be careful. Don't take your ass out. You mess around and, like I said, we'll be looking at you. You'll be another Colbert or there's too many upsets. We done had too many of them. We had too many. I didn't get to go see your video yet, but don't worry, your little entry right there, Lala. I'm gonna see what the hell you talking about, and yes, you can. Yes, you can explain to me. You can explain to me, dear. Lala D said something there. She got the heart so good. Then she tell me I ain't all that. She said, I'm taking Benavidez by decision, and Tank 10th round KO. Oh, you're the only one in here who got decision. Everybody else talking about knockout. Yeah, but he just think that Sir Flame thinks he's gonna edge him out. See, Lala D come right back and talk smack to me, tell me that I ain't all that. I am all that. Hey, you gotta tell somebody else that I ain't all that. It's the places I go eat all the time. There's 2 girls that work there. They think I'm all that all the time. It's good that a older guy could be all that sometimes because all the young guys think they all that all the time. And my friend, I don't know, she might come in here, but I train her and I tell her, I said, stop looking at Eagle like that. I just play around. I just mess around. I know I don't never look at myself. I ain't all that, but it's good to hear. It's good to hear people say that. Every once in a while, it's good to get compliments sometimes though. I get compliments a lot of times. Sometimes I don't want them. I'm like, oh, please don't. I mess around and got. Uh, I have a stalker now. Oh. You guys know how uncomfortable that is to have a stalker. I got a stalker. And matter of fact, when somebody didn't think I had a stalker, I let them witness because I was on what is it called? I was on. I think it was on. It's Discord, right? Discord is you can use and you can be on camera, right? Yeah. Oh, I know what I was on. I was on. I was on Tag, and so I was in the box, so they could see my background. And I was just telling them. I said, "Yeah, this girl stalking me and all that." I said, "Damn, she over there talking to." I said, "She over there talking to Popo." I said, "Let me go. Let me swing back around, and go into the drugstore." So I swung back around while I had the camera in my hand, and this is not even 30 seconds where she was outside. The next thing I know, I got a tap. I got my phone, literally holding my phone right here where they could see me, and she tapped on my back like a like a nasty not a type of tap where you like, okay, what you need is like a annoying tap, like, ugh, like, what are you doing? She said, oh yeah. She said, she told me her business, and I was like, oh, okay. And I hurried up and got up out of there. And then later on, I was at my little spot where I go get my food at, and she was over there, and she said I was trying to avoid her. I'm like, I'm not trying to avoid you, but you always run every time you talk to me. You say you gotta go, like I'm the one that's keeping you up or holding you up. Really scary, man. It's really scary, man. She was outside, and then she was taking pictures. Like, I'm like, she said, I'm out here taking pictures. I'm like, well, what the hell are you taking pictures for? So I just left it alone. I'm like, man. And then when I went in, they were like, the people in my food spot, they was like, yeah. I said, man, that girl's stalking me. I told them, I said, she's stalking me. They said, yeah, she kind of weird. I'm like, yes. I said, yeah, you telling me about her being weird? I'm like, yeah, she's real weird. I said, every time I turn around, she's right there. It's like, I don't even know if she knows where I live or nothing. I'm like, she's always behind me. I'm like, every time I do something, I said, I look in the mirror, she's right there. It's like, I said, this is like some surreal shit, like some movie type of, scary movie type of shit, Every time I turn around, she's right there. I'm like, oh, man, God. It's like, I've never been to that before. I've had stalkers before, but not like this. This one is like, she make my back, she make me have a tick. She make me have a tick, Sir Flame. I promise you, she do. She make me have a tick, man. I'm like, God dang. Yeah. Jay Brown again. He said, I'm going to put some money on the plant, even though I'm picking David. Plant, look at that. Jay Brown said, I can't be 100% sure. I know, it's getting kind of lyric. We'll talk about it more next show, too, though. Lala D said, y'all, sir, she got the heart so good. You better not say nothing. Where y'all, sir? Hello, Lala D. See, Miss Hussein, Miss Hussein, y'all, sir, doing it again. He's saying hello to Lala with a smiley face. I don't like that, ma'am. Yeah, but he know I'm a snitch. I'm gonna tell. But Sir Flame says salute to the queen at Lala D. Jay Brown. Lala D say, Jay Brown, all rise. Yep. Jay Brown said that. Lala D says salute. Yeah, y'all, sir, again. Hello, Lala D. Smiley face. Lala D says, speaking of not being all that, the funniest thing happened in D.C. once. Okay, you tell me a story. A guy tried to talk to a girl, and she snubbed him. He responded, F you. You Bama ass bitch shit. He said, I'm lighter than you. Yeah, she said she was laughing. He blamed her uppityness on her being light skinned. You know what? People with no confidence And people with no self-esteem, that's what happens is you got to blame something. You got to blame it on something. But some people are just snobbish for no reason, and some people do think they all that for no reason though. They really do when there's no cause. I'm not saying don't have no confidence in yourself, but humble yourself. I'm just saying this: humble yourself. Hell yeah, I be telling on his ass, Sir Flame. I gotta tell on y'all, sir, cause y'all sir be coming here with that. He be smiling too much. I don't like nobody smiling at Lala when they in my life. I mean, y'all can say what's up to her, but don't be smiling at her too much. That's my Lala D when she in here, man. I don't want nobody saying too much. Sir Flame said, "Wow, what was that, Lala D?" Sir Flame about 6 years ago, right on 7th Street where Georgia Avenue turns into 7th. Yep. Wow, Lala D. That's right, Miss Hussein. Hey, I tell you, Sir Flame, I call Miss. How many times I call Miss Hussein at least once every couple of weeks. Maybe not every week, but I call her like because Lala's gonna be in here at least once every couple of weeks. Lala D is gonna be in here, and I tell her the same thing every time that I start yelling the same thing. But see what happened is you notice that y'all sir's response to Lala D is kind of slow, cause he's peeping out the door, trying to see what Miss Hussein is doing, and then he can kind of shut the door. I'm like, I know it. Believe me, I know what he's doing. I know what he's doing. He all quiet. He trying to turn the volume down and shit. He turned the volume down after he put the smiley face up. He said, "Eagle gonna start that shit again," and then he'll turn the volume down because he probably don't know what I say for 5 minutes. After he turns the volume down, he probably don't even know what I'm saying. But he know I'm gonna say Mrs. Hussein. He already know that. Damn, a lot of these DC guys are like Sour Patch candies. They are so sweet unless you snub them or you disrespectful. Yeah. She said they sweet, but hey, once you get past that sweetness, the sourness does come through. The coolest people, to be honest, and not just because, I got family that's, from there, but I would say Cleveland and DC. I've always said that they got some of the coolest. When the people are cool, and this could be any town, any city, but for the most part, a lot of them that come out of Cleveland, and a lot that come out of DC, just cool. Just they got that little. They really do have They really had the swag. And not to say that people in Texas and people in California, Washington, and everywhere else don't have swag, but I'm saying as a general. See, the thing is, in DC, in Cleveland, nobody's gonna really pay attention to you when you got swag. In some of the big cities maybe, but if you're in a different place and you got swag, that's where you get a lot of attention. You do, and it's not that you got to even have swag. You just different flavors. Like, hey, that's a different flavor. I ain't never seen that. That's more of a like triple berry crunch with the cherry on top and the whipped cream and the chocolate, And so when they see that somewhere else, they just don't get it. Yep. Yeah, sir. Laughing. Yeah, Jay Brown said Eagles Web. He says you got a long ways to go. Lala D got a lot of content creators singing singing to her. You better step your game up. I'm not gonna sing. I'm not gonna sing to Lala D. That's not. I sing, but that's not my thing on here. I don't sing on here. I do sing. You think Eagle can't sing because I don't sing on here? I've sung on here before, but I'm gonna sing my native stuff. But I don't. I'm not trying to romance Lala D like that. I'm trying to holler at Lala D different. I don't. They need to do more. They got to sing and all that because they not natural like me. Yeah. Lala D said she remembered the 78 saying, "Betcha by golly, wow." She said, laughing out loud. He was really singing. Yeah. 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 D said something. She said DC is the only place I've ever been where the guys will come up to you and tie your shoes or fix your hood or your jacket out of nowhere. Nobody else does that. Yeah. See, but that's the thing is, see, Lala D, I already know that kind of stuff. I do. See, I do bigger stuff than that though. See, that's what people don't know. I do bigger stuff than that though. But I don't look at it like that. See, I look at it as just being like natural. You know what I mean? I don't get it from nobody, but I just look at it. And actually, I got that. I learned a little bit more from somebody, from my best friend. I learned a lot more from him. You know, I just said, okay. I see he does like certain stuff, but I just took it to even a higher level. I'm just not gonna tell you the stuff that I do right now because I don't want nobody trying to bite. People try to catch on and try to do what I do. I'm like, nah, you don't do what I do. Cause I do it bigger than that. Yeah, you look good, girl. Fixing you up and stuff. Jay Brown at Lala D, yeah, he would say that's pimping, but really that's the simping. Yeah, Lala D, she laughing, she crying out loud laughing. Yeah, a lot of times when I don't know, a lot of people's I don't know, you know what's her flame, Jay Brown. I don't try to get into it with them, but you guys are right though, because a lot of times that people will do stuff, and it's like that was some cornball shit. You know, sometimes it could be cornball, but you know, I'm not gonna just call you. I'm not gonna really call you on your cornball shit. You know, it's just like it's not really up to me. It's like somebody else gonna tell you that shit was corny. You know, yeah, it's some cornball shit. I told you guys the story that when I was doing my street thing, and this girl came over. She wanted to talk. You know, because she was just had some questions. She wanted to talk to me. So, the DC approach guy. So this guy approaches. It was kind of DC-esque, but it wasn't as much that he tried to come talk to her. But he wasn't gonna tie her shoes. He wasn't gonna fix her up or nothing like that. Or he was trying to give her compliments, but she was already talking to me. And so he told her that he wanted to sing to her. And she just said, no, I'm already busy. She said, I'm busy talking right now. And he was still spitting, still talking. And then after he got the thumbs down, he finally crawled his ass off. But I was just sitting there, I was just shaking my head like, dude, that's one of the worst things to do is when a girl is engaged talking to another guy that you just come up. Because then you just you just gave her a story about you without even knowing. Because you too simped out to understand. I see you, Gil Coles. You too simped out to understand that, hey, she knows that you're going to do that to everybody. Yep. Now, let's see, D again. She said something, one more DC story. She said, my friend Stephanie had a guy try to talk to her. He was so nice. Then he said, you're perfect. Just please don't let the mustache grow any thicker. He was not joking. Hey, sometimes what do they call it? Discretion. Sometimes discretion is better. It's better held, as a priority than not a priority, than not. You know what I mean? You got to be nice. I mean, guys, sometimes you got to hold that shit in. I mean, sometimes of course we want to say that. She's cute, but she got a mustache. Of course you want to say that. But just don't say it. And of course you be thinking on the inside, I hope she don't shave. I hope she's not shaving that shit, because she shave it. But then some guys like a little bit of a mustache on a girl. I mean, I don't mind, because sometimes it works. It's just that a lot of times when you're more fair skinned, it shows, and your hair is dark, it just shows a little bit too much. It's like, damn, this shit's gonna be thicker than mine. Once her testosterone goes up, it's like you start thinking too much. But are you marrying her, or what are you doing? You're just kicking it with her a little bit. Just have fun with the mustache girl. Don't trip. But that was kind of, that was not a good one right there. It just, don't Gil Cole said, hold up. He said, what I missed? A lot of this said my friend Tamara and I were dead laughing. Yeah, I would have been dead. I would have been dying too. Sir Flame said, salute at Gil Cole's. A lot of dead Gil Cole's. Hey, she got the she got the hearts up. Gil Cole said, Sir Flame, 100%. Gil Cole said, hey, Lala, who you got Gil Cole's this with? Who you got, Plant or you got Benavides? You got, I forgot who you said. I think you got Benavides, right? You got Benavides by stoppage, or how you do? I just think he has to fight a good. He has to be smart. He can't. He's going. He can't go in there all reckless and shit. Thinking he can't go in there like other people. Oh, he was out before. All that out before shit don't work. Um, it doesn't work all the time when you think somebody's been out before. Right? Yeah. It don't always work. When you think somebody's been out before, the first Charlo fight with Harrison, you can't think because somebody's been out. But now I think Harrison, he's going to be too old to come back. He needs to take 2.5 years off, which he's not going to do. Probably going to still fight and just be a journeyman and shit and just have his dream, just hope. Sometimes you just don't have it. Sometimes you just don't have it. Yeah. Jake Brown said that Gil Cole salute. Yeah, Sir Flame he's laughing. So both y'all going to be the barbershop getting lined up. Stop it, sir. Sir, stupid. Sir said both of y'all getting lined up. Hands up, getting the beard trim and stuff. Y'all sir says salute that Gil Cole's. Lala D say Sir Flame. She cried. She laughing. Benavides by KO somewhere around. Okay, damn. Gil saying 8. So Gil got him, putting him out earlier than anybody. So we got 8, we got 9, we got 9, 10, and 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. So those are the rounds that Benavides is gonna knock him out in. Gil Cole said Jay Brown 100, and then Gil Cole said y'all sir 100. Yep. Okay, so Gil got it earlier than everybody. And I got it. I got it the latest. I got it like 11 at the earliest, because I can see him maybe getting beat up, and like some of those rounds. But I can see David Benavides getting too wild and just not being able to land. Just getting too crazy. I don't know. I'm not gonna be surprised either way though. I don't get it twisted, because I'm not gonna be surprised if Plant do something. I'm not gonna be all like, oh. I ain't gonna be all sad, because that's not how I get when it comes to this. I just try to, I try to get everybody's opinions on it and see, just see how everybody's thinking. I think the whole racial motivational thing is not proper in sports. It's not gonna work. Not like that. Because like Plant said, and I believe him. Yeah. Yeah, Sir Flame, you said decision, but most everybody here got knockout. That whole racial thing, you got to realize that Plant knows that this is his life. That's what he does. He a boxer. He's not. I mean, he's not from a rich community. That's what he does. He's gonna fight tooth and nail, man. I think yours make. I think. You got yours makes sense too, though, Sir Flame. If we go on by decision, so it may be decision. It might be. You got everybody talked about Colbert last time, and for me, like I said, I gave him the excuse, and I couldn't take the thing about it. When I gave Colbert the excuse, I couldn't take it back. Because for me, as soon as he stepped in the ring, he just didn't look like Colbert. He looked like something. I'm like, what the hell? I just seen something in his eyes. He just didn't look the same. So Spencer and Ramos, who you guys got? Are you guys in Crawley and Ramos? Who you guys got? Those are, I think they're brothers, right? Those the Ramos brothers. Super welterweight and welterweight. So Ramos against Spencer and Crawley. Who y'all got for them? Let me see. We got Ramirez and Comey. And Estrada. We got the female fights. Estrada against Ruprecht. We'll see how that go. We going with Estrada. It's belts versus belts, right? Cruiserweight. We got Okolie and Light. I'm just reading through, and I don't know if these are on the same day because I don't have dates. I just have names. Clark versus Danu. Haney versus Flatley. Yeah, but one thing I just wanted to say, I just wanted to share this, is that we do have a lot of talkers when it comes to um, the fighters. We got a lot of talkers, too much so. Is it? I think you guys is better off to just leave people's personal life out of stuff. If they're not bringing it out like that, just leave them alone. People worried about who Haney's girlfriend is and stuff like that. I mean, just let him have. If that's what he felt, he maybe it's a bigger mission for him. Just because we brought up the whole thing with the girls with the mustache and all that. I mean, hey, for some people, that's what they. Hey, I like a girl with a little bit of mustache on. Some guys might like that. I like girls. This is for me, for Eagle. I like girls who like to be girls. If you're a lady and you love to be a lady, I like that. We're probably gonna get along because you like being a lady. These manly women, I ain't into that. I'm sorry, y'all could be into that, but that's just not me. I don't like a manly woman. I like a woman that likes to be a woman, a lady. I like a woman that likes to be a lady, that likes to be a girl. She likes to do girl stuff. You know she's a girl. Oh, that's a girl. You know she's a girl, and when you see her, she always doing girl shit. That she do. What she doing? She in there cooking, making something. What she doing? She doing this. What she doing? She in there styling her hair. She likes to do girl stuff. That's what she like to do. What's she doing? She doing this. That's what she do. She doing all the things a girl like to do. She like to have her. She got her occasional pair. She got maybe a pair or two of red bottoms or something like that, but not too much. Not going too crazy, because then there's a thin line right there. Is you got girl stuff. Well, I'm saying if she does that all on her own before she with you, that's cool. But if she asking to borrow your card, then that's when it becomes a problem. Lala D told you, Sir Flame. She said, Lala D said, "Oh please, Plant is going down, just like with Canelo," and she laughing. Gil Cole said that Sir Flame could be. I just don't think Plant can beat him. Lala D got to look at her. She thinks she's so damn special in here. Top Spencer. I like Spencer. I wish him the best. Yeah. Who cares? Okay, Jay Brown said that's uncle and nephew. Okay. I got Ramos by decision over Spencer. Jay Brown. Okay. So the Spencer family. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I just had the schedules up, but it disappeared. But hopefully y'all heard what I said. But I had it up. It disappeared on me. I think maybe it's over here. What the heck? This thing is hating. It's hating on me. Okay, it's back up though. If you look at them, you can tell they family, right? But I'm gonna tell you the welterweight Ramos, which is probably that's the uncle, right? He don't look that much. For me, he don't look that much older, man. See how old he is. He's only 31, man. Are you sure that's his uncle? He got a young uncle, but some families run like that though. You can have an uncle. I knew people. I grew up with people, and I'm sorry. I grew up with people where uncles was the same age or younger than than the nephews, man. Because I grew up with families as being like spread out, like spread out. Yeah. Uh, Vegas agree. Okay, Jay Brown said that the Vegas agree with him. He said they got Jesus Ramos 3-1 favorite over Spencer. Okay. A lot of these say Joseph Brown. So is this Ramos finally Spencer's step up fight or no? Okay. You better answer her, Jay Brown. She getting on you. She says, "Is this the step up fight?" That's what she want to know. So is this finally the step up fight? What you got on that? You know, I want to start some. I want to start fights in Uncle. Yeah, a lot of these say exactly. Uncles and us could be younger. I know. Growing up, that's how it is. It's even worse now, though. I'm telling you. In some cases, it's even worse now. Damn. You're like, damn, that's your uncle. I remember, cause matter of fact, my best friend, he has some of his, yeah, that's crazy, cause some of his nieces and nephew, he had one nephew that was younger than him. I think everybody else was older than him. Everybody else was older than him. He was like that unexpected child. Like that last child your mom could ever have. Like he was just hanging on by that last string. Like, like moms ain't gonna be able to have no more kids after you, and moms had him. And yeah, so I grew up like that. But to be honest, I'm kind of like Jake Brown too. I low key just want to throw some money on Plant too, though. You know what I mean? Uh, Even though y'all saying he getting knocked out, I low key want to put some money on him. I'm not saying in here. I'm talking about legally. I'm not talking about here in Eagles Web. I mean, you guys know my Cash App. So, but anyway, yeah, we might talk about it. I might do. We could do that. I'll take. We'll do a little gentleman's bet. So y'all can, if y'all want, I'll take three. I'll take 3 dimes in here for Plant. So if y'all want to bet me, I'll take 3 dimes. So 1 dime each. One person can't have it. So y'all just let me know. The 3 people, I'll take 3 dimes for. And you guys already know. So, so if y'all want to take that bet, then I'm giving away 3 dimes for anybody. If y'all want to take them. Gil Cole said I'm only 7 months older than my niece. God dang, see? Gil Cole's in one of those families. Hey, it's in my family too. I'm trying to think. So, well, I got for me personally, like most of my nephews and stuff, they're all younger. Let me see. I'm trying to think. Do I have anybody? I got one that's real close, but I know on some of my cousins' sides, I know that they right there. They like twins. Like, Mom, that's my nephew. What you mean, my nephew? Y'all the same age. He older than you. He a month older than you. She said, a lot of these say, oh, that's not there. There's a 54-year-old black woman, okay, who just had a healthy baby. That baby has nieces and nephews much younger. Yeah. You mean older? If she just had the baby, right? If she had the baby at 54, that means everybody else is around. They have to be older than her, right? How could they be younger and she's younger? Oh yeah, this thing keeps popping up from Fight Hub and everybody else. They keep saying the same bullshit about and I just brought this up yesterday. You guys know I came on yesterday because I had to skip the show uh, because of the noise and stuff on Monday. Yeah, I just had too many disturbances on Monday, so I couldn't do it. So I did a show yesterday. Jay Brown and them came through. It was a nice show, but we brought this up about Canelo, and I just asked a simple question. So if Canelo don't want that Benavides smoke because he said he want the Bevo smoke, then my question is, if he really wanted the Bevo smoke, what should have happened already? Do we think that he could not have had the Bevo smoke already by now? He could have had. He could already re-up and had that smoke. It sounds like to me he's the most hidingest fighter there is. He hides his ass off right in plain sight. Canelo, you trying to be the type of person that hides behind a blade of grass and act like can't nobody see you. We see your dumb ass. And I'm gonna say you dumb because you always act like people want the money, and then you then you don't want money because you want to fight to help Mexico out. Your fight is not gonna help Mexico out. You talking about a country that has billions and billions of dollars, and your little drop in the hat don't mean shit. Because if they want your money, they just take your shit anyway. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, much older. There you go. That's what I thought. Jake Brown said a lot of D. It's a step up fight for, especially because Ramos has fought 4 10-round fights, but went to distance in 2 of them. Spence's last fight was his first 10-round fight. Okay, there we go. A lot of D say Jake Brown. Okay, thanks. There we go. That's the much respect in Eagles Way of boxing. I know some of y'all from the outside, y'all come in here, you want to disrespect, but you just realize that you shouldn't. We had somebody in here that y'all sir laughing yesterday. They was doing H Monkey. They was in here clowning. But he let them live though. I didn't do nothing. He just told them to calm down, or they was neck. Yeah, I said yeah. He told them to calm down, or y'all neck don't get neck in Eagles Wear boxing, so they calm down. But anyway, far as y'all is concerned, is my people in blue is I'm missing some thumbs up, man. I don't know why. I'm missing thumbs up, but I would like to have my thumbs up. So if you can kindly leave from the live, give me my thumbs up, and then come back. And I would appreciate it. I don't even know why I don't have 7 or 8 thumbs up just from y'all. Because the people that come through that don't stop and talk to us, sometimes they even give me thumbs up. But y'all being mean. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Lala D would have went crazy. Tell Lala D, y'all, sir. So tell Lala D what happened. So Lala D would have went crazy yesterday. Yeah. H Monkey came in. He was like, I'm Haney. Devin Haney. And he said, that's my nephew. He the best in the world. He came in and was going crazy the other day. Lala would have seen that. Lala would have went off on him. I guarantee you, Lala would have went nuts if she would have seen what happened yesterday. But it was just, I wasn't expecting you guys to be here yesterday, so, but it was funny though. That was funny though. But right before he got out of hand, y'all sir told him, to just calm his ass down before he get out of hand. Where's Derek Bailey at today? Derek, where you been hiding, man? And Derek had to leave. I don't know if does Derek have somebody now? Or does he? Derek, you got a wife? Derek, come in here. Maybe Derek somebody's controlling Derek, man. I'm sorry, somebody must be controlling Derek, because Derek he been a little bit shady. I know Sir Flame can come in and talk a little bit. He has to leave. A lot of times D-Lo 404 is on the road. A lot of times a lot of D's she's at work. And then a lot of times I stay long enough for her to get off work. I don't know, I might start doing a little bit late. I might do a late show every once in a while. So I can catch y'all before y'all eat. Or while y'all eat. Y'all can listen to Eagle like the old Eagle's crazy. Jesus Ramos, Avengers Uncle Lost, took Luke Santa Maria at 147 2 fights ago, then moved up to 54. Okay, there you go. Oh, that was I think I was listening to that, Jake Brown. I think I was listening to somebody say something like that. Not just somebody, but that story that you just brought up. Yeah, I heard that story. Yeah. Did you read what he wrote though, Lala D? Lala D said, "Oh, that Ace Money, he's something else. He gets wild over Haney. Oh my God, laughing out loud. Bud too. Be right. Hey, Lala D, you didn't pay attention though. He said H monkey. He didn't say money though. Yeah, I was just trying to explain to her. He said Lala D, this was a troll. He was called H monkey. The real one don't troll with Haney no more. Yeah, like she don't get it, y'all, sir. Yeah, she don't get it. She think that it was H money, but no, it was H monkey. Yeah, yeah, she don't get it. Yeah, she got it now. She said, "Yeah, sir. Oh yeah, yeah, it was a troll. It was a troll. Yes, it was a troll came in yesterday." I'm just saying that y'all sir let him live though, cause y'all sir just wanted to laugh. But then he started doing a little bit too much, and because I gave him my little speech. I told him that in here that we respect a little bit different in here, and you know, he he didn't get the message. I was trying to send him the memo, but he couldn't get it for some reason. He couldn't read it, and then y'all sir had to put that little, y'all sir put a little threat on him, but not like a threat, but like y'all sir was just trying to tell him that, hey, just take it easy, and you're gonna be okay up in Eagleswell. Y'all sir, do you know why he no longer supports Haney? No, let us know before we get out of here. Oh boy. See, and then they didn't even get my storm um, story the other day. A lot of they almost got something almost happened to Eagle. Listening to Gil Coles and y'all talking about the wind is okay. Shit, the wind ain't okay over here with all these trees and stuff. See, y'all out there with y'all trees don't have limbs. Y'all not surrounded by trees like that. And condolences to those people because we lost some people to trees and stuff like that in different areas here. We did lose people. People had lost their living status because of because of the trees falling around here. So many road closures and stuff, especially going up into the hills, which is crazy. You go up into the hills. This is crazy. So we know we down low because you go up into the hills and then you got to come back down to go to the ocean, to the beach. Never got that part. I'm like, why am I going up into the mountains to get to a beach when they tell us sea level is lower than the mountains, right? But you go up into the mountains to get to the beach here. It's not like in Florida where you just go out, hey, there's the beach. But here, some places you got to go up and then go back down. It seems like you go up further than you come down. And that's just my point. It just seems like it's probably the same. You probably go up just as much as you come, and then you come back down. But it just seems like you go up like a lot more. It's crazy. It's like, damn, how am I going high up in the mountains to get to the beach when they told us that the beach was at the lower level? Yeah, yeah, sir. See, he had a falling out with Bill because Bill took his son to the ops. Okay, Channel 4 interview over. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Yeah, yeah, sir. Again, plus I heard Bill been slagging H Money behind the scenes, and word being getting out that H Money was in his feelings, was probably looking for an excuse to go off on Bill in Devon. That might be true. He might have been looking for, but people always looking for excuses to go off. Jay Brown said that Lala D. Bill Haney started doing interviews with a LDBC member. That's a registered sex offender. And boy got jealous. Oh boy. Yeah. I don't even like to. I don't really like to bring that up in here. Y'all sir brought it up, and you guys bring it up, but I don't like to try to bring that kind of stuff up here because I had fallings out with the other side for no reason. I didn't. With me, it wasn't long and extensive because Eagle's not gonna argue and get it all into something that's all extensive. I just cut ties. I know some of you still. You guys come over here. You guys talk to me, but I know you guys are still in it on the other side. I don't have no qualms with that. I don't fight with y'all about it. I don't even bring it up. I don't even make it part of the discussion. You guys do. You guys are grown. You guys do what you feel is best. I just felt it was in my best interest when it was when when I read myself, when I seen the literature myself, um, I thought it was just more. It was better for my for my moral standards is to step away, and so that's why I stepped away. Is because I just felt better about myself for stepping away. I don't like anything like that because a lot of people. I was a victim of abuse too, so I never tell people stuff like that, but I was a victim of abuse. You know, all kinds of abuses, man. Shit, I was physically abused, and I'm not saying my family, but I was allowed to be physically abused out out of my family's reach, like around. But for us, when we grew up with the abuse, we grew up with the abuse because the abuse was supposed to make us stronger. So that's what we grew up being abused because it was supposed to make us stronger. And it made us hard. It made us hard, and it hardened us on the inside to where we couldn't really be us. And that's why guys act the way they do sometimes. Oh, you just a little punk, man. You a punk, man. Shut up. That's why guys act that way towards each other sometimes because they've been abused. Everything, but you stand up, man. You supposed to be a boy. You supposed to be a man. You 10 years old, and you supposed to have your chest out and standing up tall and all that. It's just because you've been abused. That's abuse. You let little man be little man until he get there. He'll get there. But I don't know. I don't even know if, to be honest, I don't even know if putting gloves on a 2-year-old is right. Because after a while, you're gonna end up getting him hurt. And depends on where he grows up at, he'll end up getting hurt when you telling him at 4 years old, yeah, F him up, F him up. Is that the way you're supposed to be talking to and raising a little kid? All right, but y'all start laughing at Jay Brown. We are not the Alphabet Boys, aka the dark side. Wow. Jay Brown said, I don't mess with none of them Eagles web. They ain't for boxing. They hurting the sport. Okay, Jay Brown. But I'm just saying, Jay Brown, I do have people come in here. I got people that come in here that still mess with them. I know. I already know. I got people that still mess with them. They come in and see Eagle. But, here's my point is that if you were really down with them, you wouldn't really, you ain't really messing with Eagle. Because most of the ones that's really like hardcore with them, they don't come in here. But every once in a while, they still come through. Because when you're real, you just real. People going to come by and see Eagle because Eagle's real. That's why they going to come by and see me. You know what I mean? That's why they come see Eagle, because they know Eagle's still real, though. Regardless, I'm still real. And we're going to bring up the real topics in here. We're going to talk about it in a whole different way. We're not going to clout chase, and we're not going to, I'm not going to get into resumes and all that shit. And all, I don't care. I don't care about your box rec. I can't, I like the engineering of boxing and stuff like that. We don't get to cover it a lot. I went over it a little bit, like, by just telling y'all what I feel like David Benavidez has to do. But it's even more to it than just that. There's even more to it than just that. I want to see a good fight. You say styles make fights. Styles can make no fight. And hopefully the styles will make a good fight for us. And we'll be able to see. I want to see Plant be able to display his skills. I want to see David Benavidez be able to display his skills. And the man with the better concentration and better skill set for this fight should come out victorious. Not necessarily by KO, but I'm just saying. It should be, but it should be a good fight. But my question before I go, because you guys trying to make me go, you guys trying to kidnap me, is that why is the Tank Davis fight, and he's fighting a Instagram model, why does his fight seem like it's way bigger than this fight, and these are bigger fighters? That don't usually happen. You got some fighters at 135 that's outshining some fighters at 154. Oh no, not 154, 168. That to me, this just don't make sense. It don't make sense for me right now. Is you got two bigger names, to be honest, but then you got this, like I said, you got this Instagram model or whatever he is, fighting Tank Davis, which is not going to be as I don't think it's gonna be as competitive as what you guys, as what a lot of people think it's gonna be. Let's see, because this boy makes too many mistakes. He's gonna mess around and get clipped. Oh no! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Said, look who's here. H Monkey. There he is. It's a lot of D. H Monkey's back in here again, talking about Haney. Oh, damn, y'all. Y'all couldn't take it, man. Come on, man. Who couldn't take it? Let me go back into the chat and see who couldn't take it. Somebody got mad that quick. Somebody got mad. Who got mad at him? Let me see who did it. Who did that? I can't even see who did it. Okay, I got it. My other chat is behind. Oh, Gil got him. Okay, so Gil Coles. See, y'all know that's one thing about Gil is as you guys know, ain't nothing slipping by Gil like that. Gil said, "F that. Get your ass out of here." Gil threw his shit out. Gil knocked it. Gil, how come you didn't let Lala see it at first? Damn, Gil Coles. I thought Gil Coles would at least let Lala D see what was going on. Gil. We was just talking about that troll, and he comes in here and Gil clipped him. Quick draw McGill. Y'all know Gil ain't changed as far as being a quick draw on your ass. He said, Haney, these nuts. Oh, man. Hey, that's my people. My people are stupid. All right. Jay Brown said it doesn't. He said it doesn't because there's better talent at 135 and they are more skilled and savvy with the social media. Yeah, that's true. That's all. What you're saying is that's all true. That's all true facts right there. But I wouldn't think that it, far as boxing itself, why is it, the social media shouldn't have nothing to do with boxing today. But with the way that they're publicizing it, they're saying that even Bernard Hopkins is saying that this is what's going to put boxing back on, back on the map. They should be talking about the bigger fight, because people would rather see bigger fighters. If it's going to be an event to bring boxing back, it should be like bigger fighters. I would think it would be the bigger fighters that bring boxing back. I'm not really into watching all the little guys all the time. I will watch this fight, but a lot of times I won't watch the small guys. I'm not. Man, you guys ain't. I mean, okay. Who else at 135 are you going to pay to see? How many more fighters at 135 will you pay to actually watch, like pay-per-view? 135 fighters. I mean, it's a hit. For me, it's hit and miss. Some of them I might pay and I might not. But say, for instance, you had like 4 great heavyweights. You probably gonna pay to see all of them. I'm just saying. Gil Cole's stupid though. Gil Cole told him. He told him, "Hey, did you get that, monkey?" He said the Haney D's. He said Haney D's. He said the D's. Yes, sir. Yeah, he had Gil Cole's feet laughing. Yes, sir. Again, I want him to talk some more shit. I know. See, because I didn't even know Gil was still here. Yes, sir. So bigger fighters not fighting. Yeah, that's true too, though. But that's cool. Yeah, sir. I'm with your sentiment. Is that I did want him to be able to say a little bit more, but Gil couldn't take it right away. He heard us talk about him as soon as he came in. Because remember, Gil came in. Gil already came in hot. He like, what I missed? Gil already came in like with an attitude, like what I missed. And then Monkey comes in here. Monkey come in here with his antics and shit. And Gil like didn't want to hear nothing from nobody on the outside right now. I just told y'all to get the thumbs up, and then, like I said, I guess Gil just didn't want no problems today. Gil, like, I don't nobody want to hear nothing about what you got to say. He put the D's in on him. Gil told him that my name is Mr. D's. He said, H Monkey, my name is Mr. D's. D's what? So Gil put him on the D ends. Oh, that's not good, man. You can't make this kind of shit up, though, y'all, sir. And Jay Brown, you can't make this kind of shit up in Eagles Web. I should have been gone, though, but I'm going to get out of here, man. It was fun talking to y'all. It was a fun chat, man. Y'all got fun at the end. Y'all still crazy. I think sometimes when we don't have crazy chats, because we try to keep it adult, and we try to bring stuff to light the right way, a different way than what everybody else brings to light. But it's funny that when the wrong element comes in here, then people in here like my guys and gals in blue, they ain't the po, they not the po, but they will put a pole on upside your head if you come in here, all twisted up. And that's funny because everybody just falls into place no matter where somebody's been. Jay Brown will slice your ass up too if he have to, so don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? If it's just Jay Brown in here, Jay Brown will put hands on you too. Um, I'm sorry that had to happen to you, H Monkey. You probably were listening on the outside. You was one of those ones that was listening on the outside. You just didn't want to drop down into the web until it was a opportune time for you, because I was talking to Lala D and about you, and I was talking to Yasser, and you decided, oh yeah, I'm a star up in there, and see, all you got was D's. All you got to do was meet Mr. D's, who was Gil Coles. That's all you end up meeting. Just come in, just be more respectful. If you're gonna come in, if you're gonna troll, I mean, just have fun. I mean, have fun with being a troll, but don't just come in. Just don't come in. Say something first. Say something nice. Salute to the chat, salute to the host. Do something before you just come in here and get mopped up like that. Yeah. Anyway, but Jake Brown said I would pay to see Tank versus Shakur Stevenson, Haney, and Tank. Okay, Tank, Haney, and Shakur. Yeah, some of them. Gil said I'll let him live on the next show. Okay, so you got that. H Monkey, Gil said he'll let you live on the next show. He'll let you live. I don't know if he will or not, but that's what we can just go by what his word says. But anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Y'all know what it is. No matter what day it is, nothing but blessings, man. Eagles Web Boxing, y'all know what it is. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one, man. We'll talk more about how Plant can get it done. We talked about how David Benavidez can get it done. But we got to talk about how Plant can get it done. Oh, shit. I'm looking for my dimes. Y'all have my dimes ready for me. Like, oh, I got the bet, Eagle. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. All right. I'm going to catch y'all, man. Yep.